Good morning, Bruno.
Good morning, Dan.
Thank you very much for joining us. How about we just start with a quick introduction to Axway?
Yeah, thank you very much. Axway is a business interaction company. So basically, what we do is transporting, integrating, and securing data across ecosystems, especially when there are critical business processes that needs to be geared up. So this is what we're doing. And in pharma, are specific applications of that, and specifically with Logi Pharma, have been speaking about anti-counterfeiting, regulatory reporting, and how this impacts the information systems.
So what are then the biggest challenges that people then come up against?
Well, there are two kind of challenges that companies are facing, let's say. First thing with regards to anti-counterfeiting and regulatory reporting is that the fact that every country now around the world, beginning with the US, with Pedigree, with Turkey, with the new regulations and many other things popping up in China, India, Argentina, and more to come in Brazil and in EU, all those companies have to put devices that in a way or another are getting all informations across their production sites, distribution sites, and eventually make the right reporting to the right bodies. So this is kind of a challenge because there are hundreds, millions, and billions of unit packs that at one point of time will have to be reported upon to the corresponding regulatory body where the medical devices or medical packs will be distributed.
That does sound like an enormous logistical challenge in and of itself, let alone the logistics of those logistics.
Yeah, there are big impacts. In fact, what happens is that the supply chain in the physical world are more and more complex. But now what happens is that in the virtual world with information, we are facing exactly the same thing. And again, the benefit is that we leverage the physical and virtual world in order to fight against anti-counterfeiting. When you're done, you will go to your pharmacist or even over internet. You will have the ability, or the pharmacist will have the ability to make sure that the product it is delivering is really known, from who it has been manufactured, and so forth.
So do you think we'll ever be able to simplify this complexity, or is this here to stay and it's just we need to find better ways to manage it?
Well, our business in Axway is to simplify these issues. We are a business network interaction company, and what we do is that we provide to our customer with a solution that eases them to get all this information from their distribution production lines, set up a kind of event repository in the middle, and in the other end, having the ability with one information to hit several birds, so to have the ability to make the specific reportings each country are asking for.
Now, you aren't just here to talk about Axway, you were indeed speaking yourself at the very beginning. I think it was the Focus Day.
Yeah, it was during
Perhaps you can tell us a bit more about what you spoke about and what some of the key findings were.
Yeah, I guess what in Logi Pharma, what I like is that really sharing information and having the views of the business guys. I mean, the supply chain managers, the security managers, guys like this. And in the Focus Day, what I focus on has been what is the impact on information systems, right? I guess the key takeaways is that all what we need now in the supply chain in pharma is to keep agility and flexibility while addressing the compliance that are popping up here and there. So there are different strategies in order to do this, and have sketched out the different options for them. But the key takeaway is to understand that there are two flexibilities to address. One part is from production and distribution side, different complexities, getting all this information from different companies, entities, with different formats, whatever, all this complexity. And on the other end, there is the other complexity, which is about compliance. And what happens so far is that when the regulation has been popping up, there has been local stuff happening here and there in order to make sure that one production and distribution line was compliant with the local regulation, and same thing in other countries. But when you need to keep the agility you want this production line to be able to distribute to this new country, and then there is a kind of spaghetti plate that happens, and we are here for that. And anyway, companies need to face this and to see how to cope with that.
So maybe very quickly you can perhaps, this may be too big a topic, summarise some of the ways in which people are balancing this need to be agile, but also, of course, to keep down costs.
Yeah, so keeping down cost is twofold. One fold is to avoid multiplying the systems in each country in order to do this, of different systems that might be linked to specific lines. So instead of, let's say, if you have 100 manufacturing lines and distribution line, and 40 countries you want to distribute to, right? The easy way is to make one declaration on each distribution line. So that makes 40 multiplied by 100. So 4,000 single systems to make the reporting. The way to lower the cost down is to make one or several central stuff that are able to address various compliance systems. So instead of having 40 multiplied by 100, you will have more 40 plus the 100 stuff, right?
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us. It's a very interesting topic. I think we could continue this for quite some time, but unfortunately we cannot. So if people do want to find out more from Axway and yourself, where can they go? How can they contact you?
Yeah, well, I'm available. I'm Bruno Cambounet from Axway. My email is bcambounet@axway.com, very easy. And there are many people also in the company, and we're very pleased to route the questions too.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.